Elias, a lonely, unkempt techie, lived in a secluded cabin during the harsh winter, subsisting on blueberry muffins and stale donuts with strong Arabica coffee. His days were spent staring at an old browser on his screen, a calculator nearby, obsessing over the monetary value of an ancient artifact he'd found. He often drifted into a pleasant fantasy of a better life, a stark contrast to his current unhappiness. A faded photograph of an obelisk on his wall served as a cryptic reminder of an old issue. He used to be a muscle-bound security expert, a life he left behind, now just lifting weights made from scrap metal covered in wool. He felt naturally drawn to investigate the indirect clues he'd gathered about the artifact's true origin, a way to broaden his purpose. The tranquility was shattered when news broke. The notorious kingpin, a cutthroat mastermind known for betrayal, had resurfaced, seeking vengeance. The criminal underworld was abuzz. Elias knew this meant his past was catching up. The unsettling noise of high-powered engines outside, at the junction near the old gate by the railroad tracks, signaled trouble. He saw a frigate of black SUVs, their engines revving with petrol and ignition engaged, moving forwards. It was the cardinal sign of an attack, led by an iconic enforcer. Elias felt his heart utterly twisted as he realized his old limiter of self-imposed isolation was now kaput. He had been kicked back into the game, hearing their distant heckle and mocking laughter. Elias, driven by a deep sense of loyalty to an old partner and the need to rescue something precious, made a stand. He fortified his safe house, a former hangar near an old embassy, now adorned with a single gladiolus in a miniature vase. The attackers were jackhammering at the reinforced brick walls. Elias, with the magic of his improvised tech, turned the tide. He launched explosive coconut shells and strategically placed firestone charges, creating an enormous diversion. He needed to outlast them, fueled by memories of shared honor. He knew the keystone to their plans was an ancient map he possessed, which he protected like an apple. He saw their models falter, their resolve beginning to bloom. As the dust settled, Elias surveyed the darkened, debris-strewn hangar. He had won, but not inexpensively. The iconic kingpin was gone, leaving only vermin behind. His victory felt hopeful, and the silence, once a burden, now held a new philosophy. He brewed some cookery, a simple bacon and pickle dish, contemplating his next move. He was no longer just a viewer of his own life. He was its gamekeeper. The novelty of retirement had worn off. He felt a quiet satisfaction, knowing he had protected something round and blunt, the truth. He swore to hunt down the remaining operatives, inching closer to a final piece. His life, utterly changed, was now featuring a new path. He'd been ticked off the list of the forgotten, no longer a mere jongleur in the shadows.